can use as an evidence of in your application. Domain 8. Domain 8 is the audit and quality improvement. We all know that. And if you don't know, then the competencies are the same. Basically, the evidence what you can provide as doing audits, quality improvement projects, revise the guidelines, develop some patient information leaflets, take the feedback from your colleagues when you are presenting that, if you don't know how to do an audit, and if you're not started, then speak to your supervisor who has done that, or at least get yourself involved in an audit which is already been going on. You have to provide evidence in which at least one audit or project you are the leader. So I have submitted around 6 to 7 projects. In most of them, I was the leader, but the GMC asked for at least one project in which you are the main, you have initiated that project and you are the leader. Other examples of quality improvement projects are revising the guidelines, trust guidelines. They take a lot of time, 1 year almost. Posters in induction, when every 6 months or 4 to 6 months, you're teaching your batch changes of junior doctors, so you can design something new to teach them. For example, you can make a project of doing a folder for where you compile all the guidelines which I've already done in a one folder, and make subfolders of according to systems which will be helpful to the junior doctors. You can take a questionnaire before starting the project and take a feedback after finishing the project, and then you can use an evidence of quality improvement project. There are lots of other ideas, quick ideas as well, which can finish in 3 to 4 months. Okay, so safeguarding, which is very important and the most difficult, what I think. So safeguarding, in the left side, you can see the competencies which you have to provide, the role of pediatrician in relation to those of other agencies in the management of children in need and those in need of protection, and ensure suitable follow-up. So basically everything right from the start of the referral, when you have received a referral that this patient is query child abuse, to the end until it is sorted after the strategy meeting. So what happens in between is basically your role, in addition to other agencies, obviously. Assesses the health of lead for sudden and unexpected sudden death in infants, SUDIC. So that is not very common. I mean, it is common, but it's not common that you get. I have not been able to collect an evidence for SUDIC, but if you get that, that will be very good. Instigate appropriate medical investigation, initiates the contributes to multi-agency involvement in the all form of abuse. So basically, when the child comes to you, you admit, do the coagulation, CT scan, or ophthalmology, whatever, skeletal survey, and other things which you do, and admit the child and call the social worker, and do other things for the safety of the siblings. So all that comes in this. Recognizes, investigates, and manages safeguarding issues, including providing advice to general practitioners, other healthcare professionals, and oh, I lost that. Where was I? Yeah, other healthcare professionals and social care providers. Complies and writes a range of reports. Now here comes the reports which you do after safeguarding medical assessment. So evidence you can provide are the medical reports or witness statement. You should get 1 or 2 witness statement at least, and 5 or 6 medical reports. There's no number there, but that is what they expect you to do. Workplace assessment like safeguarding CBD, minutes or recordings of participation in a safeguarding meeting. So you must be attending the meeting. There are weekly meeting in every department, every trust department. They do weekly safeguarding meetings, and you can ask your secretary to record the meetings of that and write your name in the attendees. And you can redact the other attendees, and then you can use that meeting as evidence. Developmental log is something which does not need any assessment or verification by another doctor. So log is your own log learning. So you can record as many logs as you want. And obviously current certificate in level 3 child protection, which I'm sure you all have. And it's not difficult to get if you don't have all the trust provide e-learning for child protection. Domain 10 is teaching. Is it teaching? Yes, it's teaching. So you do presentations and teachings in your departments wherever you're working, back home and here as well. So just take a feedback of that, because that is the main thing to give as a child protection for evidence. For example, I will ask you to give me a feedback after this meeting, and I will use it as an evidence of whatever teaching we have done. Then you can also use work-based assessments, which you have done for your junior doctors as evidence of teaching and training. You can use some certificates of courses like train the trainers, or if you have been an appraiser or supervisor, but they are not mandatory. Next is the last but not the least is domain 11, which is research. So research is something which we are not very, we don't have much evidence. But they don't expect to give a lot of articles or publications. You can give evidence. So what they ask for practices evidence-based medicine. So you have to practice evidence-based medicine and critically analyzing its limits, and leads in the development and revision of local guidelines. So I have done one project after I read this. I read this guidance. So that's why I'm saying that even if you don't have anything, so now you know what to do. So plan your prospective journey according to this. So evidence you can give in this domain is if you have your publications, well and good. If you don't have much, you can do a poster, or you can revise a guideline. You can do journal club in critical appraisal of an article with your team. You can contribute to a departmental research activity. For example, if a project is going on inside in the department, you can contribute to that and get a certificate from your supervisor or whoever. Presentation at a regional meeting. So any case or poster, if there is an interesting case, you can record that and present in a regional meeting or international meeting, or there's lots of opportunities to do that. There's lots of conferences going on, and you can use that for teaching, for research. So the domains are finished.